Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. It's been a little while, but we are finally back in Lone Echo 2. So, if I recall correctly, it has been like probably about a month since I played, which is pretty bad. I do apologise for the massive delay. I took a few days off for a Christmas break. I was going to take like 4 or 5 days of a Christmas bit of a break from recording, and that kind of snowballed into like 3 weeks. For no reason other than I was being a little bit lazy, which is what I keep saying, is just being lazy. So I do apologise for that. I did very much enjoy my little break though, but I am ready back now to jump back into everything. So, last time, was there always another... How do we do the... That one. Yeah, right. Was there always another working unit that I was aware of over here? I don't recall ever seeing another unit before. Or is this Liv? Is she working on this stuff because I wouldn't do it? That's what it is, isn't it? It's Liv. Okay, right. Oh, I get myself very confused. So, well, I don't seem to have pointed at her, but that's fine. We need to head to the Astrea. We went over to the research facility last time to get power up and running. No, that was the generator. We went to get the ticks. Are they called ticks? The contained ticks. That's what we did. That's what we did. We need to head over to the Astrea now, which is going to be over towards this huge wreck area. I'm assuming probably the first bit rather than heading all the way out there to that gorgeous wreck that's in orbit around Saturn there. This game really does just stun me every time. I am once again playing with the Oculus rather than the... Hello? I think that was a loading screen. Rather than the Index, which means I am using the Oculus Air Link to play, with just basically 0 frame drops or anything. It's amazing. I said it before, I'm going to say it every time, it's bloody magic. Bloody magic. I refuse to accept any different.
Finally, if any fuel cells are still intact, they'd probably be deeper within the wreckage. Unfortunately, everything beyond the bridge is steeped in radiation, and the ship's AI is just making matters worse.
The ship's AI? Do you mean Apollo?
Oh, you're familiar.
I am familiar.
Apollo was the ship's tactical AI. He was instrumental in helping us survive our first encounter with the biomass.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope he's still online.
Considering my difficulties exploring here, he must be.
He must be, that cheeky little imp.
He can probably help us find the fuel cell we need.
Guess it's time to say hello to our old friend.
Is he going to want to?
Heading to the bridge.
Is taking the fuel cell going to shut him down? Is it going to remove the power from the Astrea that's still there? Anyway, I wanted to hang around here because there was this drone here I wanted to report on.
Drone. Some of your equipment, Dr. Harlan.
Correct. Incapacitated by the ship's AI, best I can tell.
Why would Apollo do that?
He did mention serving as a tactical AI. It's possible Apollo has activated some security measures around his ship.
Isn't that perfect?
Well, I'm sure you can convince him to help us out, Jack. We did before.
All this scaffolding. Dr. Harlan, were you attempting to repair the bridge?
I was stabilizing it so I could investigate. It would have become a salvage operation had the ship's AI not shut down all my equipment. With my equipment offline, the radiation there has made it impossible to work.
Not to worry, Dr. Harlan. Apollo will listen to us.
Will he? How long has it been? Like 500 years? Got a few of these textures that are taking a little while to load in again. It's always a bit of a shame when we see something like that, but we'll survive. Was this to charge these up? Wow, I went super West Country. Is this to charge these up over here, is it? I don't think it is it? No. Alright then, let's move on. Got a respawn point over there, which concerns me because it means there's going to be ways to die. We'll report the controls.
Door controls, locked behind a keypad.
1, 1, 1, 1.
2126.
Oh. Thank you. No, it's not. Oh, well, that's weird.
To the bridge.
And there's a dead me straight away.
Apollo's AI core would be an appropriate place to start. It was vital to his operation here.
Good point, Jack. If it's still intact, could be all we need to strike up a conversation.
You two are rather confident.
Apollo commissioned us as official crew members last time we met.
And we did part on good terms. I'm sure he'll do what he can to help.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, Liv has as much faith in that as I do.
A casualty from Dr. Harlan's previous investigation.
It was just another shell lying around the station. We were trying to put it to good use.
I thought I could pilot it well enough, but apparently limb control is not my forte.
I'm expecting you'll fare better, Echo One. If this Apollo
What did you call me?
is indeed the ally you say he is.
What did you call me?
These induction panels were
Don't like that
essential
at
to
all.
survival on the Astrea. However, they no longer appear to be in an operable state, much like the rest of the ship.
There's a few other things for us to talk about.
Lucky you found it when you did.
Oh, that was how he saved Liv.
I should have been more careful.
Come on, Jack, stop it.
I should have checked the air for contaminants.
You know that would have taken too long. I'd have died on the table. And neither of us would be here now. You can't blame yourself for my infection.
Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Look at it.
If the two of you are finished,
Right. Let's
Oh yeah,
get back to it.
we're not allowed to reminisce about the time I saved her life when she almost died. Oh, this guy.
Main
This
access
guy.
to the bridge systems. With Apollo's AI core plugged in here, we might have a chance of establishing
this one?
contact. We once used this interface to grant Apollo control of the bridge systems. It could still work.
I don't remember a lot about about the first game, apparently.
The AI core was seated at the front, right? Go ahead and plug it in when you're ready.
Yeah, I will. I want to talk about these electrodes first. Oh, I can't anymore. Oh, they're no longer suitable dialogue talk. Okay. Huh. That was
Apollo's AI.
that was embarrassing, quite frankly.
Still intact?
Reasonably so, it seems. I'll just need to plug it into the mainframe access slot to be sure.
This. Huh. This way.
Unknown user detected. Bridge access is restricted to crew members only.
Hello.
Initializing threat suppression protocol.
Well, he probably doesn't recognize me, does he? I'm in a different body.
Apollo, search your memory for my identifier. Echo 1.
User not found.
What? Dude.
Try Jack.
Memory query. Successful. User entry found.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome back to the Astrea.
How long's it been?
Thank you, Apollo. It is good to see you as well.
Is Captain Rhodes with you? And well, I hope.
Cheers, Apollo.
Well,
We missed you.
somewhat.
Likewise, Captain. Jack, your appearance is altered. I almost
Yes.
did not recognize you. I must apologize for the alarms.
I'm looking like a bit of a mess, actually.
Sound.
What brings you back to the Astrea?
Want
We need
to
an
take your fuel cell?
But we believe you've been disabling Dr. Harlan's salvaging equipment. We'll need it back online to deal with the radiation here.
Preserving this vessel is my primary directive. The last time jump virtually destroyed it.
So I see.
Further attempts to remove or misuse equipment can be permitted.
Let's depend on it, Apollo.
I understand, Captain. But
Do
I
you?
cannot allow any further material from this vessel to be compromised.
Yeah.
Apollo, Liv is infected with the biomass, and your directive is protecting the ship's crew and its critical assets.
Forgive me, Jack. I failed to follow your reasoning.
You yourself commissioned Liv, a fellow Atlas employee, as acting captain after the deaths of your original.
Yep. You did.
Must remember.
Confirmed. Though I had not considered her status in such terms. Captain Rhodes is truly infected.
She.
Yes, unfortunately so.
Very well. As the Astrea's tactical adjunct, my primary directive is to protect its crew.
So you will help then?
Affirmative.
Thank you, Apollo.
I am available to assist you in obtaining a fuel cell.
Lovely. That's settled.
Apollo, are you able to detect any fuel cells that are still operational?
My sensor network has been severely damaged.
Of course, because I mean,
Any functional fuel cell
look at this.
would be in the auxiliary drive bay. It can be seen through the window far ahead of the bridge.
Over here with the lights on, I'm guessing.
It seems easy enough to reach.
And it would
I suppose so. Follow the red things.
hadn't disabled the equipment
Shut up, Harlan.
to counter the radiation.
A temporary security measure. Your equipment is now re-enabled.
You better not have damaged any of it.
Shut up, Harlan.
Should resume now. Jack can verify this.
Oh dear. Incoming.
What the hell is that?
A cargo drone. Apparently no longer capable of flight.
Apologies. My anti-theft protocols are quite aggressive.
Yes. I mean, you almost broke the window.
It appears to still have working radiation dampeners, meaning Jack should now have a safe route to the drive bay.
That's some good news.
I'll just smash through the window, shall I?
Accessing the fuel cells, for one. Doing so will require that I have direct control of the systems within the drive bay.
That seems fine.
Bring me along with you.
Okie dokie.
Seriously going to integrate with this rogue AI?
Without Apollo,
It's not a rogue AI.
we can trust him.
It's like he doesn't listen.
I'll walk you through the process of downloading my imprint to your cortex.
Just do it.
I'm ready, Apollo.
Simply insert my AI core into the lower receptacle and use your data link on the override slot. I will do the rest.
It's lucky I've got a data link, isn't it?
Mainframe now.
'Cause I didn't have one of those before. This one? Yep.
Download complete. Only one final issue remains, Jack.
What's that,
Your
Apollo?
arms are too short.
Too short?
Too short?
TL technology is highly sensitive. Accessing the drive bay and the fuel cells within will require multiple operators.
Good thing there's two of us then.
Live.
Unfortunately, the debris field is far too irradiated to accommodate Captain Rhodes.
You're saying Jack's the best chance we've got, but even he won't be enough.
We need someone in another body.
Actually, the cargo drones employ stasis technology, which enables them to manipulate objects at a distance.
Like the stasis projectors we used to levitate the tram back in the hab.
Exactly. I believe I can incorporate the drone stasis tech into your shell, Jack.
Oh,
Just
do
need
it.
more data from them to be sure.
Oh, of
The
course you
drone
will.
Just hit the bridge is unlikely to put up much resistance. I'll start there.
Whenever you're ready, Jack.
I'm heading out.
It's getting a little bit, I don't know if tropey's the word, but it's like, oh, you need to do some stuff. Scan some stuff with your data. You need to do some other stuff. Scan some stuff with your data. It's not feeling overly varied in the objectives we have, really. Kind of feel like maybe it would be better if it was trying to be less interactive
Power.
and just more story focused.
A way to keep the bridge online, so Dr. Harlan could investigate.
Your interference caused me a great deal of trouble, Apollo.
Shut up, Harlan.
Dr. Harlan, I was forced to activate my defenses when you repowered the bridge. I am glad that we are no longer working at cross purposes.
Yeah, if you weren't such a douchebag, it wouldn't be a problem, Harlan. That's what we're saying.
Jack, to stay protected from radiation out there, you'll need to activate radiation dampeners with your data link. They can be found on both charging docks and cargo drones.
Radiation dampener activated.
Oh, I see. I see.
Confirmed. With sufficient data, you'll be able to construct a tool for extending your reach, Jack.
Does this tool have a name, Juno?
Well, it will essentially project your grip across space, so I suppose
It's a grip project.
Space Gripper.
Move on.
Oh.
more data will be needed.
There will be plenty on the way to the drive bay. You know what to look for.
Affirmative.
Just-
Multiple cargo drones, but with functioning data ports. Heading to the drive bay.
Please remember the charging docks have radiation dampeners as well, Jack. They'll help keep you safe out there.
Thank you, Juno.
I know we're on a mission to save, like, you know, the entire solar system, including Liv, our dear friend, our oldest friend, dare I say our only human friend, from, you know, dying. But on the other hand, just Harlan is such a douchebag.
Shields at 30%.
Harlan is such a douchebag. I really am struggling with him. I get that he's the crotchety old man, you know, who's had a bit of a bad run of it.
Good find, Jack. There's a bit of data in there.
Oh, my word, that was close.
Here for the biomass.
But he doesn't have to be like that. You know, things are looking up. He's got us, he's got 2 people helping him. Well, 1 person, one Jack. We have a plan to cure the... Did I go too far? Wait, how am I supposed to not die doing that then? I'm really not all that sure. Is it because I just took too much damage beforehand? Like, where else can I enable the dampeners that would stop me doing that? Stop me from dying? Don't know. Okay. Okay, we're fine here. I didn't think my health... This is my health down... I don't know if I'm pointing in the same place that you can see or not. Where's my monitor? Yeah, this is my health down here. I didn't think it went down that far, but... Obviously, trying to get a bit of a speed up.
Shields at 95%.
Oh, she did say 30%, so yeah, I would have had already a bit of damage. I almost fell over, like, in real life, trying to avoid those then. Ho 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 ho! Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually. Right, where's the data port on these bad boys? Oh, where's my data port? Where's my... Where is it? Oh, there's one. There's one.
Shields at 50%.
Echo 1, those charging docks won't have the data Juno needs to design your new tool, but they will restore your power. Hold your hands near the induction panel, and it will
This?
recharge your shielding.
Oh, okay.
The dock's data won't help in developing a new tool.
Oh, and it's got a
However,
thing there.
it may still prove useful,
Yep.
specifically
Yep.
because the docks normally
Yep.
maintain a coordination
Yep.
and optimization network. They contain shared data from across the station. Prior to the generator going offline, the units in irradiated areas were sharing
Where's-
optimizations that I believe could still be used to improve your multispectral shielding, Jack.
Oh,
Scanning further docks should provide the necessary...
so yeah, there we go. So it is useful.
I believe so. I've added a tracker to your data tab.
So is that the next one all the way over there? Because that's quite far. Okay, we're going to want to pull ourselves along this cable, I think, aren't we?
Shields at 95%.
Oh, I did very bad. I did very bad. I did very, very bad. Oh, come on. It's not too bad, because we can heal ourselves on this anyway.
Archives recovered. I'm quite confident now that with more optimization data, I can significantly improve your multispectral shielding's resistance to radiation.
There's a lot of mass
I
around.
am curious to know, why is my shielding not
As in
already
biomass.
optimized? Neither my shell nor the charging docks are experimental technologies, correct?
That is true. I believe the lack of optimization stems from 2 related factors. Firstly, there has not been a significant need for such optimization. The current shielding configuration has been more than adequate for typical X3 mission profiles. Secondly, practical testing scenarios for data collection have not presented themselves until quite recently.
You are referring to the Astrea?
Indeed. Only after its arrival and the Doctor's subsequent attempts at salvage operations in its
Failed attempts, yep.
have the docks had sufficient exposure to generate meaningful findings. Fortunately, now that you are using an X3 shell, it's become apparent that those findings can be put to additional use.
Apollo, I wanted to ask.
Yes, Captain.
Well, you probably figured this out already, but... You know this isn't your time, right? This isn't the future you came from.
Affirmative. When we first arrived, I was able to accurately calculate the astronomical year. However, I lacked sufficient data to determine that the course of history had been altered. I apologize for having misinformed you. The fact that half of the Astrea was left in your time and the system-wide decimation of the human race is clear evidence of a tactical oversight on my part.
Decimation is the wrong word for an AI too. An AI would definitely use the right terminology. Decimation literally means killing 1/10. I believe it came from a form of punishment when they lined up like army units and killed every 10th one. So, why would an AI use a term that means 1/10 is gone when, well, isn't it something like 80, 90, 95% of humans are dead? Anyway, it's getting beyond the nitpicking over the word usage. I was looking at the routes. There are 2 routes you can actually take here. Look, there's one there, which has got one of the drones and goes to a charging thing, and there's probably something behind. There's another drone over there, look. Well, there's this one which goes to a charger. There's a drone there, a charger there. So I suspect we'll have to do both of these to get all of the actual information that we need. I'm already sort of facing this way, so we're going to go for this one first. And also this is to the left. And you know how we love going to the left. It's going to head straight for it. Head straight for it. Is that No, it's a regen thing, isn't it? Like a printing pod.
Network connectivity restored.
Yes.
This should prove useful in optimizing your multispectral shielding, Jack.
So I'm going to go and get this pod and then probably head back here, I guess, to heal up. And then we'll go for those 2 there. Okay.
Shields 95%.
Am I not quite? There we go.
Apollo, I believe I may be able to extend Jack's reach by about 4 meters. I hope that will be fine.
Oh, this has gone very badly.
Just a few more scans should suffice, Jack.
Hello, legs. Don't get to see you very often. Don't touch the biomass, we're already a bit damaged. Oh, are we full? I guess we're full. Hooah! Well, that did not work as I expected. Hooah! That's better. If you don't go hooah, it doesn't count. Hooah! So go get this one and then we'll run up there after.
The stasis projection technology will be simpler to adapt than previously anticipated. If you scan one more cargo drone, I believe I will have enough data to complete your new tool. Jack, I'm detecting extreme radiation nearby. If you can pinpoint the source, I advise staying clear.
It's not this over here, is it, by any chance?
Radiation out there. I guess it's coming from the Astrea.
Correct. The Astrea's last time jump ruptured a generator, diffusing radiation throughout the region.
Thus the radiation darkness.
A couple of warheads out here.
An active warhead from the
2 of them.
Once your grid projector is installed, removal of dangerous objects like this will be possible. Until then, maintaining a prudent distance is advisable.
So, I think what that's saying... Oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed it. Go back. Inside the safe shield. I think what that's saying is that I need to head back around. I wonder if I could get over there in one go. It's probably a bit dangerous, right? It's probably a bit dangerous. But I think I need to head round that way to get the capability. I'm imagining the end of this one is also blocked by warheads, so I think we need to go back along the other route. I think that's what's just happened. It's pulled the old switcheroo on us. How did I end up going up from that? That's mad. Give me that power. Give me some power and space stations. Okay. This is another Healy McDoodle.
5%.
You don't have to tell me every time. I can see my shield, but thank you. But also, don't do that anymore. Thank you. Okay. So this one is going to give us what we need to remove the warheads, but we'll carry on with this route regardless.
95%. Tool schematics complete. Please visit a fabricator to install your new tool jack. Most charging docks will have one nearby.
And I think, yeah, there's a charging dock just down there, look. So we'll grab this. We will upgrade ourselves. Excuse me.
Analyzing. Perfect. As predicted. I now have sufficient data to improve your multispectral shielding, Jack.
Oh, perfect.
Please return to the nearest fabricator for installation.
2 updates at once. This is going to be lovely. How do I, I'm in a fabricator. How do I fabricate? Why is nothing happening? Oh, hello. I was sort of drifting out a bit as that happened, but close enough. Close enough. Okay.
Grip projector installed.
Yep.
To use your grip projector, simply point at a target, activate the projector, and direct it with your hand. Any sufficiently small piece of debris would be ideal to experiment on.
Ha! Cool. And the shielding? You can tell me about the shielding.
If your new tool works as intended, Jack, you should be able to access the fuel cells now.
Good. Heading to the drive bay.
Cool. Yeah, there are more warheads in this direction. Look, you can tell me more about my shielding. Do I need to worry about shields now, or are we good? We are not good. But it's going down slower, I think, isn't it?
Shields at 95%.
Not really. Just ignoring that one, and I'm gonna go on by. Oh, I don't have my other tool. Stop.
Shields at 50%. At least a small amount of that data is relevant to the biomass. We can use it in our development of a cure.
I did take a little bit of damage, and even though I'm inside the shield, just sort of backing up what they said about them being a bit more potent than the general background radiation. So we still need to scan all of the drones, even though... So if there's anything else over that direction... We'll see if she says we're getting anything from this, I guess. I can't see any more warheads. We should have enough health to get over here. I wonder what's in there. Looks an interesting little viewing pod, isn't it? We do need to be a little quick sharp about this. We are down to like 30% health.
Jack, now that we've completed optimizing your shield's radiation resistance, I'm afraid there's nothing more to be gained from the doc's data.
Okay.
What's the point of an advanced network of semi-autonomous recharge stations if you can't count on them to calculate impressive optimizations for you?
I believe you are correct, Captain. The distributed computing power of the charging docks could be put to greater use.
Yes. That's precisely what I meant. Go on.
Good job, Liv.
I have tasked the charging docks with developing a means for allowing Jack's shield to self-regenerate.
Oh, yes.
The wealth of empirical data they have collected on recharging should prove invaluable to the process.
I presume additional data scans would be of value.
Of course. Of course.
Indeed. Please continue scanning any docks you may find. The additional computing power of more active units would be advantageous as well.
Copy that. Juno, what is the state of Titan?
How do you mean? The weather?
No, Juno. He's asking if anyone's still living there. Our old supervisor was stationed on that moon.
Given the passage of time, I am certain that your boss has...
Well, yeah, we don't...
expired.
Juno.
Yes, obviously. We know how aging works. But is there still a colony? Has it been fully terraformed? My father helped start that process.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Corporation dissolved in 22.
The answer is no, Captain.
Oh.
Colony. No terraforming.
Well, I guess... Yeah.
To that.
I was going to say. What about Apollo? Apollo, in your original timeline, was Titan terraformed? Perhaps that'd be a sensible question, Liv, but you're not going to ask it. We're not going to ask that. No, we're not going to ask that question. That'd be crazy.
Apollo, your defensive measures are quite capable.
Given
Oh,
my primary
hello, data port.
advanced tactics, I consider my response to have been admirably restrained.
More cysts, Jack.
No tentacles, though. It must be an unevolved specimen from our original time.
Nevertheless, still quite deadly, as doubtless you recall.
Perhaps my cloak emitter would be of benefit here.
I think it might be, my friend. I think it might be. Which one was that? This one? Yes. Yes, this one. I want to get in there.
Shields at 95%.
I actually need my data scanner back.
There was some biomass research data in there. Just a small amount, but every bit helps with the cure.
Cool, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Press the wrong button. Didn't mean to come to a dead stop while I'm in Radiation Town. Let's make our way over here and just heal up a little bit, just to make sure we're safe, just to be sure. Ooh, not quite close enough, apparently. Okay, so there's another warhead over here. So we're going to need... Oh, not that. Grabby McDoodle tool. Pretty sure that's what they called it. I missed both of those. Okay, we're going for it. We're going for it.
On the drive bay now.
Warheads nearby, Jack. Please be mindful of their extreme radiation levels.
You won't be able to handle them directly, Jack. Maybe your new tool could help.
Yeah, no thank you. I understand what the tool is for. Oh, I see there are even more charging things around. Does that mean there's
It's at 50%.
more of these charging docks that we need to scan in areas we've already been before? I'm trying to think what that is down there. It is, isn't it? That's the research station, and there are more charging things down there. Ha. Okie dokie. It's gonna... Ooh, woof.
5%.
Oh no, that's not very good. Again, not quite close enough to charge. Hello? So I think there was something on this other route that we didn't get yet, but I can't quite see behind this massive... Yeah, there's one, look. I knew there was something.
Shields at 95%. Dock online. Archives in this unit have been added to the dataset as well.
And I think...
How's it looking out there, Jack?
Yeah, those are the...
Manageable. How are your preparations going?
You know that
Yeah, those are the warheads that stopped me before, so I'm okay.
routed through the ship's fuel lines.
I think that's
Not
everything.
sure if I should be proud of the accomplishment or just terrified.
I'm sure Dr. Harlan understands the risk we're taking.
I do.
Yes.
Pride and terror is the appropriate reaction.
Perhaps it would be wise to keep a healthy distance from the biomass container.
Yeah. Good call.
Okay, so we've got a couple more warheads to shifteroo. And I think we've scanned everything that's out here. I can't see where there would be any others. Well, they don't really look up or down very much, but I don't think there's anything up or down, so I think we're okay. But there are definitely more towards the research station. I don't know if we need to go back over there. There's one then... There's one all the way out there, look. Out in the direction of Titan. That's a charging pod. Quite what it's doing all the way out there, I have no idea, and getting there would be a very laborious process, just drifting through space, sort of almost aimlessly at that point. But anyway, let's focus on the task at hand.
Shields at 95%.
Warden,
Just lob them.
entry into the drive bay is now clear.
Copy that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a reasonable
Now heading for the fuel cells.
Great. We'll keep a working cargo drone on standby. Just look for a good fuel cell and we'll handle the rest.
Roger that. A spent biomass torpedo.
Just like every other that was left behind here. Useless for my research, unfortunately. As soon as one detonates, accessing its incubator is no longer tenable.
You're no longer tenable.
Apollo, can we rely on the remaining munitions to stay in place?
Affirmative. With the ship now stabilized, these warheads should remain safely stowed.
Stabilized?
Seen a few battles in its day, huh?
While the Astrea's combat history is above your clearance level, Captain,
She's the
can share
captain?
this. Until faced with the biomass, she was undefeated in battle.
And here I was thinking my helium harvest totals made for an impressive record.
Jack, the fuel cells are protected behind a large security door.
Oh, look at that. I'm even more damaged because of the radiation.
Control
That's cool.
access.
I like that.
Given the damage the Astrea has sustained, I would not expect even a simple system such as this to remain operational. How was
No,
it
it's impressive.
achieved?
The Astrea was built for war. Her high level of redundancy and modularity limits most damage to the compartment that sustained it. In the case of that display, it is still receiving power from micro-generators and integrated capacitors.
All within that part of the ship.
All within that hallway.
We would never even consider building something so vulnerable to the biomass.
Suffice to say, Doctor, the biomass was not a threat we anticipated. Though
Yes.
I'm afraid beyond that, the details are classified.
Of course they are.
But she's the
Gain
captain.
access to the drive bay.
You have to do both at the same time.
Center are those?
The Astrea's FTL drives, yes.
Do they still work?
Theoretically. But unfortunately, they're of little use to us.
Because the ship is destroyed.
Concentration of biomass forms in this area. Any attempt to remove one of the drives would prove futile.
Dr. Harlan, I'm noticing these ticks appear to be less evolved than those we've previously encountered.
Must have carried over from the last time jump. No doubt just as dangerous.
Yes.
I advise avoidance at all costs.
Thank you. I hadn't considered that.
Monitoring systems are offline here. You'll need to manually inspect each fuel cell in order to determine its viability.
Of course. Of course.
Simply scan their data ports to get started.
I wonder if I can grab the ticks with this, if one comes a little close to me. What do we have over here? What do we have over here? Oh, they're not moving at all. Okay. That's going to be an alternate route at some point then. Sounds like they're getting a little close. Oh, they'll... Hello.
Do we
There we
know
go.
what the biomass does specifically to an FTL drive to trigger a time jump?
I have a few theories.
As do I.
And I'm sure they're all equally preposterous.
The drive assembly looks remarkably like Dr. Harlan's FTL, if only a bit larger.
Well, it would, wouldn't it?
Understand it, our drives were reverse engineered from the ones left behind on the Astrea 400 years ago. Their functionality hasn't improved since then.
Apollo,
How-
could one of
why
these
not?
FTL drives contain a suitable replacement for the fuel cell?
Doubtful. All of these drives are likely depleted from the last jump. And even if that were not the case, I would still advise against venturing too close to those biomass swarms.
Yes.
If we're to leave here with a viable source of energy, it will need to be one of the fuel cells along the outer wall.
Fuel cell located.
Use the data port and I'll expose the cell for visual inspection.
Apollo, could one of these infected fuel cells still be full?
It is conceivable, Jack. However, the infestation renders it impossible for me to extract the cell.
Understood, Apollo. I'll check the other cells.
Exposing fuel cell for your inspection, Jack.
Empty. I'll have to keep looking.
How can you tell? I suppose we'll know when we come across a non-empty one, right?
Before we remove any fuel cells, you'll first need to check their condition. Access the data ports near the cells so I may expose them
Yeah,
for your
no.
inspection.
Oh, we literally just did that, mate. Literally just did that. Why is this one not...
Apollo, what are the chances that any of these fuel cells are still full?
Oh, here we go.
Fuel cells were not designed for time travel, so unfortunately the odds of viability are incalculable. Scanning all their data ports will answer your query, however. Accessing fuel cell. Exposing fuel cell for inspection.
It's not looking good, is it? It is not looking good. There's only 2 more to check. Have I got that right? Unless there's any behind there, I suppose. Also, I'm trying to keep way out of the way of the ticks. Trying to go through these sneaky little side routes where I can.
Exposing cell for visual inspection.
Oh, mate, this one looks banging.
Viable fuel cell located. Hopefully enough to power Dr. Harlan's FTL drive.
Nicely done, Jack. I'm sending a drone your way.
Send 2.
What for? There's only 1 fuel cell.
Well, one to distract the ticks, obviously.
Send 2.
Live. I don't know why the ticks haven't immediately latched onto this, to be honest.
Warning. Lead drone compromised.
Jack, what's going on?
The ticks swarmed the lead cargo drone.
That is why you send 2.
Fair enough.
I don't think we'll be using that one again.
Backup.
No, because it just exploded.
Ticks. The lead drone is disabled, but the backup still has a chance.
Pesky bastards, aren't they?
I'll clear them off.
Live. How? I need to fling them towards that, don't I? Yep. Nope, missed. There we go. Where? There it is. Nope. Oh, we got it. We got it. Okay.
Cargo drone cleared.
Acknowledged. Thank you, Jack. Resuming flight.
Let's do this. Stupid ticks. I do like just riding on the machinery as it's doing its thing.
Nice to collect the cargo.
Oh, do I need to do something?
Jack, I've activated the release controls on the fuel cell.
Fuel cell released.
Cargo secure.
You're not going anywhere without me.
Excellent.
Oh,
Second gantry's all set. So I'm heading back inside. I can finish the hookup from there, Jack. Unless you want to do it.
oh, I don't know.
Actually, before we proceed, I'd like to investigate the station a bit further.
Not a bad idea. Maybe find some more data. Help us get a better sense of what we're up against here. Just head on back to the ship when you're ready to test out this whole time travel business.
Will do, Liv.
Cargo.
Wonder if I can get that data port.
Seconds. Cargo drone departing in 3,
Wait.
2, 1. Firing thrusters. Nice work, Jack. There's a lot of good data here. It should help in developing a cure significantly.
Hooah! Lovely. Almost didn't think about that until I saw that port on there.
The fuel cell is clear of the drive bay.
Great. We'll have some cargo clamps ready to receive it here.
Just gonna keep an eye out for any ones I may have missed. And if we see any, we'll jump off. But I don't think there's gonna be any over here. I'm pretty sure I got all of those. Unless there are any behind. And we've got those over there, look. There's so many over there. Do I have to go and get all those? Or do we not really have to worry about it? So there's one, that's where we started, obviously. We went through there. There's one down there, look. Which doesn't look like it's that far, but I mean, it actually probably is quite a chunk away, isn't it? There's one right up there. I'll probably go get that one, just because that one seems quite doable. Those ones are, I mean, there's loads over there. Again, it's getting there. And where's this one which was absolutely miles away? Something over there. I don't know what that is. That's one down there, look. But we probably have to go over to there at some point, don't we? So we'll get those at that point. I can't even see Titan anymore. It's in Claudius. Is that the one? I think that might be the one up there, look. I almost regret not saying I'd plug it in. But I guess it wouldn't have been much to it, would it?
Connectivity restored. This dock is now aiding in the development of your regenerative shield jack. Analyzing. It appears optimizations were being tested on this cargo drone's maneuvering thrusters. Other drones were testing similar optimizations.
Of course.
Scanning their data ports should allow me to reverse engineer the concept and apply it to your own maneuvering thrusters, making it more energy efficient.
Of course.
I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I'll add a tracker to your data tab.
Yep, excellent. Can we just see this data tab a second? Petabytes received 0.59, but we don't know how many. So you've got a tracker there, but I don't know how much I need. Well, that's the worst tracker I've ever seen in my life. What's the point of it? Yeah, okay. So it's collectibles, but it is collectibles with a purpose. So I'm a little bit 50-50 over whether I go out of my way to hunt them all down or not. Like Habitat A, we came from there, didn't we? So do I want to go get the bits around there, or do we just say we've been there, done that? I don't know. We'll go and get the ones across here. It's over here, wasn't it? And then it's probably about time for me to finish up. Can't quite make out my timer from here, but I'm going to go ahead and make a vast guess that it's definitely been over half hour. Whoop, that's a bit fast.
Data recovered. Network status connected.
Oh, I do actually need to heal up. Okay, good. Glad I checked. Here's the thing down there, look, but it's gonna, yeah, it's just the time it takes to get to all these things, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about it for now, I don't think. If someone tells me that they are definitely worth, like, there's one all the way out there, look. We're definitely not gonna go that way, but there's one out there. Cool. All right. Yeah. So I think we won't worry about them too much. If we come across, if they're viable reach, if they're just like, you know, a few little bursts away, then we'll go for them. Otherwise, we're not going to worry ourselves too much about it. Which means in that case, it is time to finish up for today. So again, a massive apology for the huge delay between videos. It has literally been about 3 weeks, I think. And probably more in terms of how long I haven't been recording for. So it was a very lengthy break, but yes, I do apologise. We are back to normal now, though, so I'll hopefully see you in further videos, in further series. I haven't stopped streaming. I've still been streaming on Wednesdays. Streaming at 7:15 PM UK time. It'd be wonderful to see you there. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, all those good things. Hopefully I'll see you when I stream. Otherwise, I'll see you next time in Lone Echo 2. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.